All right, we're back with what sold over the weekend. This is Friday to Monday morning. We did really well this weekend. We got 32 orders for $564, and then we have one order on Mercari for like $5. So pretty good. Just a lot of media items going out. Just CDs, DVDs, and VHS. We do have a vinyl record too. So let's go over these real quick. So the first one we have here is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. This one is the special edition here. You don't really find this version much. We do find this movie kind of often, and it does sell in the other versions. So this one sold for $578. Up next is Bulletproof Heart. This one sold for $658. This came from our buddy Ron. We do have a Betamax cell here, $761. We've had this one for a long time. It is sealed. Carrot Gets Rowdy. Bought a bunch off of Facebook for like $50, and it did pretty good. There's not really much left, but that is one of them. Up next is Rob Zombie, The Haunted World of El Super Beasto. So that one sold for $650. Looks like we got it at a yard sale in a lot. So yeah, we don't see that one much, but it is a cartoon from Rob Zombie. We have The Hurricane with Denzel. Sold for $731. It's a pretty good movie here. About this guy, he's a boxer, but he gets put in prison for a long time. I have not seen it in a long time either, but I do remember it was pretty good. We have Sherman Lee Dillon, State of the Blues. Let me see what this one sold for. $548. We go to library sales, and I think that one cost 10 cents at the library sale. So usually I just pick up all the CDs that I can that look pretty good. $548 on that one. We have David Gray, $650. A New Day at Midnight. And that one came from our big CD DVD buy that we always mention on here. We do have this camera book here, the Canon EOS 6D. We've sold a bunch of these. We only have a few left though. $751 on that. There is like 2 books in there. Up next we have Scott Walker. This is called Scott 4. And this one sold for $9.99. So usually when they end in 99 cents, they have not been discounted. So this is a newer item. We just bought a bunch of CDs from a local auction house, and this is one of them. It had a lot of metal in there, but it also had like a lot of import and more different stuff. So that was one of them, $9.99. We have Roman Holiday, and this one sold for what do we got here? $564. This just came from a big DVD lot. I did skip over the one vinyl that sold. I think we sold this one for $72. But this is Days of Future Past, the Moody Blues. And this is the original master recording. So if you see this on top, that is what can sell well. I think this was like $2 or $3 at the thrift store. I've never came across one of those before or after. So they're pretty rare. This one was pretty clean too. So yeah, $72 on that one. That's a good sell. That is by far our best sell of the weekend. We do have Pretty in Pink here. And this one sold for, let me check, $8.99. So this one is a newer listing. But it's an earlier release of this movie. So yeah, this is a 1986 release. So I think that's why that one does better. What do we got here? Luck of the Draw. William Forsythe and Dennis Hopper and Ice-T. So there you go. I feel like Dennis Hopper and Ice-T and Michael Madsen all are in a bunch of movies you see all the time that you've never heard of. But there you go. There's that one, and it sold for $582. We do have Get Shorty with Gene Hackman. So this is like our third Gene Hackman item that has sold since he passed away. But this one sold for $450. It is sealed, but it didn't go for much. Shrieker. This is from our buddy Ron, $7. We have Al Stewart, Modern Times, $11. Let's go to the next one here. It Came Upon the Midnight Clear with Mickey Rooney. This is a Christmas movie, which was surprised to actually sell at this time of the year. I don't see the price here. I think it got cut off. I think it's around like $15, so it's actually a pretty decent Christmas movie. It is on Good Times release. Let's see if it shows what year this is. I think it says 88. We have Warren Zevon, and this one sold for $5 on an offer. The person came through at like $4, and then we countered, and they accepted. So $5. We have Civil Twilight, $8.75. This is the Digipack, but it is sealed, so $8.75. That one has been up for a while, but we finally got the sale. We got this Sony sealed VHS. You know, we don't really list these that much. We do find them a lot, but that one finally sold for $19.17. So that's a pretty good sell. Maybe it's better because it's Sony, but you can find a lot of them out there. I want to say my girlfriend went across town to a yard sale and she came back with those. So pretty good on that. She does look for anything that is sealed, so she does very well. We have Saturday Night Live, The Best Of, and this one sold for $4.62. We recently just got another Saturday Night Live sealed Will Ferrell. So I think Saturday Night Live is popular right now just because it's like the 50-year thing. We have John Cougar, American Fool. This one sold for $9.30. John Cougar does good. We sold a lot of his CDs. They were sealed though, so that probably does help. We have this punk rock CD here, Face to Face. I want to say this one sold for like $10 or $11, and it is in a generic case. So if you find these punk rock ones out there, or ska or whatever, they do very well. And even this, being in a generic case, is like $11 used. We have the Attic, which sold for $6.39. This is like bought a big lot from Macari. It's like $1 for every DVD. So we're making like $5 on each one usually. But that one sold for $6.39. We have Drop Zone with Wesley Snipes, $5.48. You know, I've not watched Drop Zone. It's one of the Wesley Snipes movies that I haven't seen, from 1994. But that one is $5.48. The History of Torture, Daniel P. Mannix. This one sold for $14, so pretty good on a book sale. We actually could not find this one. It took forever to find. It just was put away and not labeled, so that was a pain. But this is an older book. This is a Dell. I can't see what year it is. 67. Up next is Fame. We sold this one for $5.47, and this came from our boy Felix. Not much Felix sells in here. Usually he's got a few, but looks like we just got one today. We have this Fireman's Agreement. This one sold for $19.16. So that one's pretty good. I want to say it costs like 50 cents at a yard sale. So usually when I find these weird, it'll be like survival Red Cross ones and stuff. They can do pretty good. So we have Mississippi Burning with Gene Hackman. So that's our other Gene Hackman one that sold. And that one sold for $7.98. We have this Hindu Festival. This item is sealed, $8.67. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. That one sold for $10. That one does sell well. DVD, VHS, whatever ones you can find. And we have Reds, $10.98. And then we did have our one Macari item. This is Swing Kids. It was like $5 and some change. And that's from our buddy Ron. So most of the stuff listed on Mercari is VHS, and there is some DVDs and CDs, but most of it is VHS. So yeah, pretty good sales weekend. Like I say, up the promoted percentage, but not everything sells on promoted. But it felt like it helped. But we did sell about 30 last weekend, so we've been adding a lot of stuff each week. So I think that's helping it. But we're gonna get to working on the shipping, because it's gonna take a little while. We do wrap everything with cardboard or box it. That way it does very well. So if you see the feedback does get good, positive. People like it. So it takes a little bit longer, but usually nothing breaks in shipping. But once in a while it looks like a forklift ran it over. There's nothing you can do there. Alright, thank you.